Yo, what up, y'all? So I just saw a great question on Twitter from let's see. The Twitter name is Beat Rhymeless. And they asked a question, a very, very good question. Which rapper's mixtape catalog is stronger than their albums? Great question. Great question. And the rapper that he starts off with on this list is very interesting. Um, he said, I'll start with Fabulous. His Soul Tape series is easily better than any of his albums. Now, the question is, which rapper's mixtape catalog is stronger than their albums? And, and don't get it twisted. I think Fab has put out arguably the greatest mixtapes in the history of rap. You can make an argument that the Soul Tapes, not just the Soul Tapes, the There Is No Competition mixtapes, oh my gosh, elite, top tier. Some of the greatest mixtapes ever released. Um, but his mixtape series is not better than his albums. I can't disagree. I can't agree with that at all. I mean, and I'm a fan of Fabulous albums. Like, come on, Ghetto Fabulous. That debut album is dope. I don't care what y'all say. Lost Souls Way in '09, I had that album on repeat. Yo, Fab got some good albums, yo. Street Dreams, Real Talk, From Nothing to Something was cool too. Like, but Ghetto Fabulous was dope. Lost Souls Way, dope. Street Dreams, dope. I can't say that his mixtapes are better than his albums. I can't do that. I can't do that. Nah. Nah. Nah, 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 nah. I can't say. I don't agree with. I get why he say it though. I get why he said it, but I don't know if this person has ever listened to a Fabulous album from beginning to end. Because if you listen to his albums from beginning to end, Fab is dope. He's dope. He's dropped some great albums. I don't care what nobody say. Um, Now, back to the question. Which rapper's mixtape catalog gets stronger than their albums? And immediately, just off the top of my head, I'm thinking Lloyd Banks. He's one of the first ones to pop in my head. Joe Budden is somebody else I'm thinking of. Um, because y'all can say what y'all want about Joe. Joe has some great mixtapes. Great mixtapes. And I'm talking about he was on there just freestyling on other people's beats. He was just, come on, man. You can't tell me that if you're a fan of hip hop and you was listening to them Joe Budden mixtapes, come on, man. He was dope, man. He was dope. The mood, I can't even say it right. Mood music mixtapes. And you couldn't tell me nothing in 2012 when he dropped the loose quarter. You couldn't tell like that mixtape was freaking incredible. That mixtape was incredible. So I think Joe Budden is on that list. Lloyd Banks definitely on the list. I mean, let's just pull up Lloyd Banks, the mixtapes that he was dropping. Because Lloyd Banks, you know what? I don't want to put Lloyd Banks in that category now that I think about it because his two albums over the past few years have been really dope, but I'll never forget. I remember the Money in the Bank mixtapes, even though I think I was in high school when I started hearing them, and I was like, ooh, man. Um, 2011 Cold Corner, the Cold Corner 2, V5, V6. You gotta throw Lloyd Banks in there. You got to. You got to. You how could you not? But those are two people that I immediately thought of: Lloyd Banks and Joe Budden. Would Wiz Khalifa fall in that category? Would you say Cushion Orange Juice is better than his albums? You could make a case for Wiz Khalifa. Definitely make a case for Wiz. Um, let's go through what some of these people have said in response to this. Somebody said Lil Wayne. Maybe, maybe. Somebody who I thought of, but then I was like, no. Somebody said Cassidy, and I had to think about that one. I was like, Cassidy, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, yeah. You could probably put Cassidy on that list. Because one thing about Cassidy that just always made me mad was that his freestyles was just they were always just so much better than his albums. Like, and don't get me wrong, his albums have some songs on there, but just like was the albums better than the mixtapes? No, because I like those Don't Trust Anyone mixtapes. I like the Apply Pressure mixtapes, the Mayhem Music mixtape. So I would throw Cassidy in there too. I would throw Cassidy in there. Um, but let's keep going. Yeah, somebody said Cassidy without question comes to mind. But did he have his own mixtapes? Yeah, he did. I just named some of them. I think he had a lot of tracks on different mixtapes. Anyway, I threw Split Personality out the window on a car ride home after copying it. Oof. Oof. Somebody said Styles P, Papoose. Yeah, but I don't really think it's fair to really throw Papoose in there because I feel like Papoose was getting screwed over for years on his debut album. Um, so I'm not mad at it, but myself personally, I want to put him on there. Somebody said J Electronica, okay. J Cole, no. Game, heck no, heck no. Somebody said the Soul Tape series is top tier, truly, but Loso's Way and Young OG are pretty decent. I agree. Right. Don't forget the No Competition series. Yep. Um, I forgot somebody. How could you forget him? Somebody said Gucci. Definitely. Definitely. No question. No question about it. No question about it. Somebody just said the same thing I said. Wiz Khalifa? His albums can't touch Cushion Orange Juice, and Cabin Fever. I agree. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. Ace Hood. Yes. Yes, Ace Hood. This is such a great question. This is such a great question. But yeah, if I was to have my pick, it probably would be Joe Budden, Lloyd Banks, gotta throw Wiz in there. Um, Let me ask y'all this: what about Mac Miller? What about Mac Miller? I know he was selling albums. I know that. I know that. And watching movies with the sound off. When you talk about the 10 best albums from 2010 to 2020, watching movies with the sound off has gotta be one of the best albums. It's definitely in my top five. Not my top five, my top 10, I'm sorry. That album was freaking phenomenal. I loved watching movies with the sound off. Just a great album. But is that better than Kids and Best Day Ever and Macadelic? I don't know. I don't know. No, no. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm gonna stick. I'm gonna stick with my pick. It's a tie between Joe Budden. And I'm sticking with Joe Budden and Lloyd Banks. That's who I'm picking. Y'all let me know who y'all pick, because you can go so many different ways. So many different ways with this. And that's the good thing about music, right? So many different opinions. So much classic, legendary music out there that you can just go so many different ways with this. And I'm loving these responses too. Like Ace Hood was definitely had a run with the mixtapes. Whatever happened to Ace Hood? Oh, cool. Somebody said Mac Miller, 50 Cent. That's blasphemous. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think too. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.